Internet is the mirror of humanity. And if we want to understand humanity in the digital era, we first need to understand how it works. The internet is like the mind of humanity as a whole. It reflects the collective thoughts of society on the web. And of course, it has revolutionized the way we communicate, making what was unthinkable possible. But if we take a closer look to this vast network, we might discover something uncomfortable about ourselves. What humanity is really focusing on right now. It won't surprise many that among the most searched content online, porn is always near the top. Might be shocking are the numbers. Around 28,000 porn related search queries happen every second. The online porn industry alone generates nearly 60 billion US dollars per year, almost double of what the music industry makes. Consider that a large share of people are exposed to earning porn in life, many before they are even teenagers. At this stage, they are at high risk to develop addictions. These facts alone speak volumes about where society is today. So, why is this happening? In the last century, humanity gravitated towards materialism and consumerism. Objects, money, and pleasure have become our new gods. The culture and media we consume are designed to fit this cycle. Compare how, in past decades or centuries, public displays or expressions of intimacy were often restrained, subtle, or poetical. Compare TV ads in the past to TV ads now. Everything is more explicit. Music videos, they are full of sex. For example, in the 1950s, Elvis Presley was censored on TV just for shaking his hips. But today, explicit music shows are common and available for anyone. So, sex is just everywhere. Pop music, rap, electronic, movies, whatever, you name it. Sexual themes are overt, frequent, and designed to grab attention. And this is what creates a loop. Society gets saturated with sex, so people crave it more, and because people crave it more, media responds by pushing even more explicit content. The loop fits itself, intensifying over time. Individually, this looks like this. You listen to sexualized music, you watch movies, ads, and videos full of sexual imagery. Later alone, you turn to porn for temporary satisfaction. But the satisfaction is fleeting, and soon you crave more. And then the cycle repeats. Over time, many end up obsessed with sex, hooked into a hookup culture, chasing pleasure all the time. And meanwhile, what people deeply want are meaningful connections, which of course get lost in the noise. And this is where OnlyFans enters the picture. It was founded in 2016 by Tim Stokely with his father's investment, and it was initially meant as a platform for creators to monetize direct content and interactions, not explicitly porn content. However, in 2017, the ban on explicit content was lifted, and the platform gradually transformed into what many now primarily associated with. OnlyFans sells not just explicit content, but the illusion of intimacy. Creators expose their bodies or share intimate moments behind paywalls. Fans don't just watch, they also send messages, request more explicit content, and often believe that they are having a kind of a personal connection. Even when replies are handled by assistants, the emotional effects can be real. This model has created an enormous amount of wealth. For example, the model Sophie Rain, who is only 20 years old, has publicly admitted earning $43 million dollars in 1 year. Can you imagine? And this is just for one model. The structural model shows millions in transactions. As the end of 2024, Onlyfans had almost 400 million users, which was a 24% increase over the previous year. Users spent around $72 billion dollars across the platform, which drove the platform revenue to $1.4 billion dollars that year. This is an empire of lust. OnlyFans is not just a platform, it's the perfect reflection of our times. A society obsessed with sex, individuals chasing connection but settling for the illusion of it, a culture where desire is monetized, intimacy is a product, and attention is a currency. If we want to understand humanity in the digital era, we can't ignore this empire built on lust.